Alright, howdy everyone. Welcome back for the third attempt at playing this game today. My ISP, Internet Service Provider, for those who don't know what ISP stands for, has been on their crazy crackhead shit again. And as soon as I start streaming, they cut the fuck out. And they have been doing that for about an hour now. But it seems this is the longest it's held, so we're gonna assume they're off their bullshit again and try and actually get this stream done. Let me start up the game because I wasn't completely ready. I was honestly assuming that I wouldn't been able to stream, because if it cut out again, I wasn't even going to attempt to try and stream again. It's been very irritating. But here we are, trying to stream once more. Is my game capture? It is set up capture correctly, just being slow. But welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day and much better than mine. Mine has been meh. Welcome to Strange Horticulture. I did get into the game during my first attempt, but we're just gonna hit new game again. This is a very chill game where we give poison to anyone who tries to take our... Yes, third time is the charm, Silver. We give poison to anyone who tries and asks for our weird plants that we collect. We go out, we collect weird plants. People come to us expecting cures for a stomachache or a snotty nose, and we give them super deadly neurotoxin. Because fuck those people, they can't have my plants, those are my plants. And that's the proper way to think about it. The streets of Undermire are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors, so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands. Or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Second time I've read this today. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermire that stands alone. Plants you may have noticed need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Whenever I read something, I try to give my voice a deeper tone, make it smoother. I'll give them the one that fixes the stomachache, but gives them a headache. Gives them a different ailment. This will cure your sniffles, but you'll have explosive diarrhea for the next month. Recently, the shop passed me after the death of my uncle. There's much to learn. One thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses, after all. Now, I have seen a little bit about this game, so I know a fair few of the mechanics. I won't say all of them because I'm not sure if it's all of them. I haven't seen the full game. But I do know a few tips and tricks to get us by and speed up the start. First one is, these are all of our plants. This is our main window of the game. And the first thing I want to do is sort them. Just a bit. Let's not put those on the shelf. Because all of these plants have their own remedies and medical uses. Go ahead and grab that random thing. And there are hidden secrets throughout the game. But like I was saying, all of these plants have their own uses, and we have to identify them. We have no clue what any of these are. I have no clue what any of these are. I don't remember the names of the plants from this game. At least, not by heart. How do we sort? Color? No. Pad Silver. Silver, you can't say shit like that. Silver, you can't say shit like that. We also have our cat. Our good cat. Hello, Summoner. Welcome back. We're further along than we have been last time. Aha. Now I can read this. Let me grab it by the handle. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering bow. Bow? 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 I think it's bow. The elusive wandering bow. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dindra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellboy a good scratch behind the ears for me. Our cat named Hellboy. My uncle told me before his death, with great power comes great hallucinations. Welcome everyone, what is this? Dangerous plants grow sparse in the hills northeast of Backborough. Keep it a secret. Our book of plants. Yes! I think this is the map. It is. So this is the map. These are all locations we can go to. All of this is a location that can be discovered. Ah. I have a piece of jerky I'm going to be eating since I haven't had dinner before stream. So forgive me. Now then, we can go to anywhere on this map. And this is how we identify our plants. Which we may or may not have, by the way. Let me see. It was an excerpt on the elusive wandering bow. Come to the library in Ambleside. Well, if you don't like how I'm handling this, I'm sorry. Oh, I can fucking scroll wheel to zoom in. That's nice. Where's Ambleside? Ambleside. The will to explore. Ah, now I can select Ambleside. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly. Shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she is grinning ear from ear. I can't wait to show me what she's found. Hold on. Yes, okay. Everything is set up audio-wise. We can explore the friendly-looking sea dragon, if we wish. Collect all of her shit. The gilded dindra and the wandering bow. Go into our book of bullshit. Bullshit plants, and then this is completed. Now, this will slowly fill up, and until it's full, we cannot go to another place on the map. But we have all these plants. Let's try to identify at least one of these. And these are all of the plants we know. Wren. Wren is that? Maybe? The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, so it can be used to detect them. Although it has no flowers, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have known knowledge. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Doesn't have a flower, so it can't be this. This is a possible choice. And this is most of the game. We have to figure out what plants are what. I think that might be the only thing that could be wren. So, we take our labels. We label it. Maybe wren. Also poison. Nope, that one. Also maybe poison. Always what you want to see. Always what you want to see. And this is the game. Now then. You get the gist of that. Let us have our first customer of the day. Spelt may be wrong. This is a running problem that I have. I don't know why I spell maybe that way. And it pisses the fuck out of Summoner, my editor. Very fun. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. Okay, fuck off. At night, I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me. But nobody lives up there. Ah, ghosts. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has gotten the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. St. John's Poppy. St. John's Poppy. St. John's Poppy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught. Greatly improves the imbiber's hearing ability. Flower of St. John, bright red with a yellow center. This. A red. Yeah, it might be this. That could be St. John's Poppy. We have another one? No. Maybe? Those are red. This could also be St. John's Poppy. Well, shit. These are also red with a yellow center. The stems are different, so these are different plants. Okay. Well, do we have a page that looks like... No. Open the book again, you fuck. There's beautiful round dark blue clusters. No. Shiny leaves on a thick stem. Fox button. We have two possibles. Only we sorted by the color red. We have the red flowers. They're here. But both of them are red with a yellow center. I don't know which one is which. That is a fucking poppy. I know what a goddamn poppy looks like. Right. Damn, Hydra. Hydra's getting angry already. Alright. Then we will give her St. John's Poppy. That was St. John's Poppy. And we learned about Clavilium. We are certain about this. So this is St. John's Poppy. We know that for certain. Certain. There we go. That's a maybe. But you get how the game works. We also need to go to the hills northeast of Backborough to find a dangerous plant, or poison. Now, I know what a puppy looks like. Nice, Silver. I'm sorry I don't know poppies at first glance. I have better things to remember. Now, Backborough. Northeast of Backborough. Correct? Yes, it is Backborough. Backborough. Hills northeast of it. Probably here or here. Let's try here first. On the hill. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into a bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over. Cloak of unwelcome shade. New plant. This thing. Which all we know is it's deadly. Get off the top shelf. Let's label it with red. Pote's poison. Pote's poison. Yes. Oh, it's gonna be great because we get to see Summoner devolve in real time as they watch me misspell everything. Explore the giant magical sea compass. Sure, we'll do that next time we have the will to explore. David Schaefer. Good morning. Bloody awful weather we're having today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. A letter? We just gotta... I don't know. I don't think I can sing that song. Uh-oh. Oh no, Hydra's gonna be the first one to devolve from my horrible spelling. You wanna know why I'm his editor? Takes drag figurehead. Looks off into the distance with 1,000-yard spell. He just stare. I can't talk either. Now then. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days I was rescued by a kind stranger. Just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermire soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. So, a new letter. Gosforth is where we need to start. Gosforth. Rustling, Foxfield. Summoner's having a good time. Gosforth, here we go. The forest south of Gosforth on the northeast corner. Correct. Northeast corner, northwest corner. To the south of the town with a group of travelers, Gosforth. South of the town. Northeast. Okay, northeast, not northwest. Oh, would it be this one? There is nothing here. I got the wrong place. Well, I know we can farm Will to Explore by watering our plants. Put our watering can over here. Ready? Give me an aneurysm. Confused and impressed at the same time. Anyway. Gilbert Amos. Something got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round down through Back Bar. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennett from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Okay, he wants lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get lemon dandy. Lemon dandy. Lemon dandy? The cold leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medical uses, the flower of lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Hold on, I want to try another. Excuse me, customer. I must go forth to whatever, and try and find the northeast corner of the wood. It wasn't this. Am I fucking stupid? Did I say northeast and go the other way again? Oh, it's northeast. I was right the first time. I doubted myself. That was my problem. The wood has a calming effect to my mind. It does me good to escape into nature away from the stench and clamor of Undermire. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. New plant. Our new calming plant. It's a plant. Okay, now that I no longer have to worry about that, let's find lemon dandy again. Looks like a lemon rind, the flowers of it does. The curled leaves do, apparently. Not yellow, but the leaves do look like lemon rinds if you like peel a lemon. Could this be it? The smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. That looks kind of the same. Getting better, I think. Thank you. I think this is it. Burn to a peeled lemon. I ate a lemon slice once. Thank you, Silver. I think this is lemon dandy. I was correct! Because this reminds you of lemons. Fucking asshole plant. And then new plant. Oh fuck, what did he say he was bringing up from the south? That's a fucking death bell! I don't remember what he said he was bringing up from the south. Fuck. Yeah, well, this is lemon dandy. And he said the name of that plant, but I don't remember, so we're gonna name this for now. Lemon. Lemon. Dandy. If Summoner watched as I fixed my own grammatical errors as I wrote, she would have a stroke. Great. Long story short, I was eating shrimp Alfredo and thought it was a piece of squash? Ugh. I've peeled and eaten lemons like oranges. I've eaten lemons with the rind. If this was a competition, I win. What did he say he was bringing up from the south? Was it winter boar? Leaves are soft. Fuck, what did he say he was bringing up from the south? Was it mellow glow? No, they look nothing alike. No. Damn, I don't remember what he named, what he called it. Alright, well, don't know what that is. Face Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her, a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of expression about its features. The uppercases were wrong. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child. A sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest Comfort. I remember seeing that while I was going through the book. Okay. A strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The comfrey produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Okay. A dark blue cluster of many smaller flowers. This. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is soft yellow and the leaves are waxy. Is there any others that this could be? Could be that. Blue flowers, light airy scents. No. This is a pungent smell. It's strong smelling, and this is pungent, yeah. This is probably it. Let us check if it's forest comfrey. It is forest comfrey! It's not something to be proud of. But at least use sketches. Use picture sketches to picture criminal. Sketches. Funny with the funny. No! What the fuck? I think we're gonna give Hydra an aneurysm. Yes. That was it. Good. Had jokes are top tier. That was very good, Silver. Forest comfrey, okay. Butterdale. I don't give a shit. Okay, we have another forest. Camp. No, camp free. Camp fry. It's good enough. I know what it is. That's good enough. I couldn't care less. Let's go back to Ambleside and see if they have another thing for me. I could spend hours trawling the strells of the library, but unless Simone has something for me, I should go back to the shop. Okay, so we have to wait for a letter. I don't think Hydra appreciated my ignoring of that. Oh, weird. Neat. Okay. Nora Butterfield. Weird last name. Got any wandering bow? Boot? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the bow. Boo, you got it. I hate that word. No, not the fucking map. I grabbed the wrong thing. Wandering. Would you like my poison? It's dangerous. Oh, okay. Wandering bow. The so-called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark? It's been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night? Jesus! The gills on the underside of the mushroom form beautiful flowing lines that are quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the finger's bane. This smells strongly of sour milk. Bad enough to make my eyes wander. Okay. Somewhat sharp. Hey! We know what this mushroom is. It is wandering bow. Boom. God, I hate that word. I'm always gonna pronounce it bow because my brain reads it as that. Lady of Summer. Wandering fungi. In honor of Silver and his dad jokes. And I didn't say one. Hydrotide-ish. It started when she found something she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Story begin. We're out of the tutorial now. I was taking a sip of my drink. Pet the cat. Good cat. Row H. The third river. Go in there. H, okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not in this menu. That's why I couldn't find it. Has to be here. Hey! A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Ooh, new plant. I think it was this one. Deer, corpse, flower. All right, let us begin the day. Bring me a sample of Apis domesticus. And be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. I shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this anyway. Apis domesticus. I don't have apidemon. You must be referring to this. The scientific name, like a fucking asshole. Gandy root. He wants Gandy. You want Gandy root. Fuck you. Stop being mean to my cat. Plant with medicinal properties that can aid in digest. Are you shitting your pants, sir? If you shit on my floors, you're cleaning it up. You're cleaning it up. Anyway, care must be taken, however, the rough leaves can you imagine going to a fucking place to get that, like, stomach medicine and they're just like, did you shit your pants? Alright, let me find this fucking flower. Care must be taken, as the rough leaf can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Okay, rough leaves can be an irritant, and it looks like that. That's all I have to go off of. No? What are the leaves like on this? Dark blue petals are soft and feathery. Wait. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Well, it can be an irritant. That might be it, actually. It doesn't really match. This one kind of matches better. Leaves are coarse to the touch. That could also be it. This is gonna be the maybe pile. I feel like this is the first real puzzle of the game. Not this one. Doesn't say anything about feeling. That one has thorns. I feel like it'd bring up thorns. I think it's the one we got off the deer corpse. Yellow one. How do you know that? If you're the yellow flower, how do you know that? Why do y'all think it's the yellow flower? These are coarse to the touch. Oh yeah, rough flower leaves can be an irritant. Okay, the rough leaves can be an irritant. Okay, yeah, y'all are right. Deer corpse is not that. Did you want Gandy root, sir? Did you mean Gandy root for your shitty pants? Yes, he meant Gandy root. Okay. Mickey-Doo is our new one. It was this plant. Gandy root. There we go. We have pretty much a full shelf of plants that have been properly labeled. Who's our next customer? Hey, it's Mailboy! Big Undermire is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Thank you for the mail. There's an odd slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. Tramways, yeah. I thought you might be interested. Okay, Hard Knot. Hard Knot. Hard Knot. Oxhead, Gumbleson. Red Pike, Skeleton. Hard. Something right there. Hard Knot. There we go. You start referring them to the scientific name, I will time you out even though you are my mod and you will lose mod privileges because I timed you out. An iron gate rusted by years of abandonment sits across the entrance to the tramway tunnels. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. I need Plavilium. Okay. At least it tells me what I need. Plavilium. Cunt. According to legend, Clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how secure. What the fuck? And you're not gonna call it like thief plant or anything? The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant love lock. Okay. Love lock. Love lock. Heart-shaped leaves. There's many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Heart-shaped leaves. Those are kind of heart-shaped. They match. That one matches that. Possible. Possible. Smooth, waxy leaves. That's all it tells us about that. You think it's deer corpse? I think it might be deer corpse. Be used to open no matter how secure. The heart-shaped leaves are in this plant's name. Love lock. I'm not seeing anything else it could be. Get away from the fungi. One of these two. I'm gonna go with this one because these leaves match a lot. No, you don't have it yet. Hydra, if you've actually seen this game and you're just telling me the answers, I'm gonna be actually angry at you, bud. How do you know I don't have it yet? Because you haven't missed one yet, and that's very fucking concerning. Like, I will be legitimately angry if you ruin my puzzle game by knowing all of the puzzle before me. And just giving me the answers. I'm gonna still try Deer Corpse Flower. No, you were right. Yeah, it's not Deer Corpse Flower. Alright. Hydra says I don't have it yet. Don't know a damn thing. Haven't gotten it yet. How do you know that? Idiot. I'm gonna time him out. Reuben Wool. I'm heading to Grisdale Forest investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are secretive a lot, and they are not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arden, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that help me win them over. Fox button. The pictures don't match. Motherfucker, the pictures don't match on a lot of these. Pictures aren't always correct. You fucking shit stain. One of them was like, oh, on the underside, it's fucking a thing. Both of these are mushrooms, and I can't see the underside. It's a simple thing. There's the wandering bow. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's not the same fucking picture. Oh, fuck up. Apple. Where's Fox button again? There it is. Get out of here. I think it's this one. Or maybe that one. Let's see. An offering of fox button is considered to represent a contracted friendship between thick and shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Thick and shiny. Stiff leaves. Small and delicate flowers. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Not delicate, so it's probably this one. Could be that one. Smells of nothing that I can detect. Fucking Hydra over here being a botanist and knowing all of the answers before I even get to them. So it's one of these two. They grow in opposing pairs along the stem. Cursing you both with no brain, just to see you struggle. Thank you, Summoner. It always makes the games more interesting. Let's see. Stiff leaves. Thick, shiny leaves. Not this one, we know that. These are delicate leaves. I didn't miss one, did I? No. Let's see. Thick, shiny leaves in opposing pairs. Opposing pairs. It says nothing of the leaves, so I'm gonna assume it's this one because it says nothing of. The white one looks more accurate. Yeah, but they both look accurate, but this says something about the leaves and this says something about the smell. Nothing else. So yeah, I guess the bendy stems does look more accurate to the picture. Yeah, let's go with the white one. You're right. Yep, it was the white one. Round leaves, round leaves. Ah, you were looking at the point of the leaves. I decided by the stem. Brimlock. That sounds like poison. I like poison. Fox. Bolton. No smell. Stupid. Stem. There we go. Put it on the shelf. Next person. Victoria Gray. I was able to make out the whispering voices last night with the help of the St. John's Poppy. Oh, really? There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. There's a plant that I know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away. Is there a plant you know of that could give them a scare? Harlequin Blue. I need my sleep. I do not blame you. Harlequin Blue. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus, which assists in the wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense, and they let out high-pitched shrieks. Jesus. Widely believed to be the spirits of the dead souls trapped within the plant. So, it has bushy blue flower heads. Light airy scents. Thinking it's that one. Right off the bat. This is also blue. Those are like many smaller ones though. I think it's gonna be this one. Stressing me out. Good. I think it's this one. I was right. Harlequin blue. Shimmerlung. Burns brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Weird. Okay, so that's Harlequin blue. Harlequin blue. Made of dead souls or something. Plant. On to the known shelf. Can I not put another one on that shelf? Okay, to the next shelf. Can I not put another one? Oh, no, I can't. Okay. It looks like fucking coral. It does. The Shimmerlung. That might be Shimmerlung right there, actually. Hold on. Like rough glass. Back. The flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Maybe not. Whatever. We'll find out in time. Bethany Coleman. You don't have it. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. Sisterhood does not look outside for help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry into the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require you to use Mary's breath to bind yourself to... Mary's breath. Hold on, let me consult my books about the plants that I may or may not have inside the shop. Mary's breath. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect a large amount of water it requires. It's said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in royal gardens so the king could ensure that the trust of his confidants. But the practice fell out of favor. I know one that has wide leaves. Smooth, waxy leaves. Quite wide. Probably that. I have another one that had wide leaves, though. Veined leaves with a waxy finish. Wide, waxy leaves with the veins in it. But it might be this. Wide, waxy leaves. Feel Hydra stress through my screen. You ruining my vibes. He is like way too committed to this. Well, pleasant. It doesn't say anything about the weed. Betting it's this one because this has a really veined picture. This talks about the veins in the leaves. Kind of make them out. They look the same. The smooth, waxy leaves. Wide, waxy. I think it's this one. The first one. Calm down. First one, he yells. Maybe. Maybe. He's so fucking certain until I point out that it might actually be the other one. Let him fail. It's how he'll learn. I know, that's part of the fun of the game. I just like fucking head first into this. It's great. Nice. I think it might be this one. Because like I was saying, it has the veins, and the veins are really detailed. Veined leaves have a waxy finish. Wide, waxy. They're very wide. I'm gonna go with this one. I think this is Mary's breath. It was. The second one looks nothing like it. Or maybe? Hey, look at that. That's Mary's breath. Alright, let's name it. I now pronounce you to be Mary's breath. brain failed me. Like I was saying, those leaves were very veiny, and it had it on the picture. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen, and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisters of Ardwina. So, Torver's there. I remember where Torver's was. So, a mile into the forest across from Torver. Either here or here. Because, well, the forest starts here. They're a mile in, so it could be this one. But this is like... I'm gonna start here, and if I miss it, I got it wrong. Ah, I got it right. Okay. Over here. The sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I'm ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door along a corridor, down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on the table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There's not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? My escort asked. I set to work. Rin. This might be Rin. Maybe also evil. The long leaves of the Rin are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and can be used to detect. Though it has no flowers, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have not. This also has no flowers. Small red berries, though. I think it would say something about berries if it had berries. That might be Rin, but we've got some new plants. I want to look through just real quick to see if there might be anything else. It's probably just that, though. Yeah, I think it's just this is Rin. It was Rin. Gray Sandfire. Ah, this is the thing. Okay, hold on. So, let me relabel this. Rin. We know that that's Rin. Purple. Maybe Sandfire. Maybe Sandfire. Okay. I extracted a sample of the Arda's blood and introduced it to Rin, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the Rin turn black, which can only mean one thing. Gilded Dendra poisoning. That's in our book, isn't it? The Gilded Dendra? Yes. Do not drink the sap of this plant, the lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to the Dendra's miasma. A sure and painful way to die. Poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plants can be painful. Fingers ache from handling this plant. Mega poison. Don't touch. Mega poison. Don't touch. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. Sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple plans for which I am grateful. Please. Oh, does it piss you off that I misspelled poison while I was making a joke? Does that anger you? That I spell it the way I say it, poison, instead of poison. Accent fucking me over my spelling once again. Oh, 2 new plants. Oh, is that the fucking thing maybe? That looks like the thing. Where did that go? Where is it? my new plants? Oh, it's here. Not sandfire. Yeah. Fuck off. Which one was it? Shimmerlong. Is that Shimmerlong? Large ridged leaves have ribs. Might be Shimmerlong. Me. Shimmer. Let's put the mega poison do not touch way over here. Let's water our mega poison. Because we can. Nice. We watered the mega poison. Alright. Who next? Oh, it's Isidore Burbage. I'm this close to reporting you, half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Did you eat more than the fucking leaves of your diarrhea medicine plant? Dude? You fucking idiot? Did you use the scientific name because you wanted to seem smart and then you ate the wrong fucking part of the diarrhea medicine? You fucking idiot? Hey, this is, Hey, listen, this'll solve all your problems. No, we ain't gonna do that. Meek Dew or Butterdale. Ooh, a choice. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make the sought-after decorative plant, although difficult to care for. This one? It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Small blue or delicate leaves. Made up of many smaller flowers. Yeah, wasn't this toad's poison? Why is it down there? I think this was a joke. I don't remember the actual name of that one. Have to be one of those two. What's the other one? Butterdale? What is Butterdale? Often found growing in clumps on the valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. So I can either give him a cure, which he has to be smart enough to use, or I could make it worse by giving him Meek Dew. What? One of these do we think is Meek Dew? Which one of these do we think is Meek Dew for shit-ass boy? For angry shit-ass boy? Beautiful flowers made of many smaller florets. Result in painful sores. Decorative plant from many smaller florets. Many smaller blue flowers. It says exactly that. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Made up of many smaller flowers. Hey, shit ass, rub this on yourself. Fuck, it wasn't either? Then this has to be Meek Dew. Yep, that was Meek Dew. Motherfucker, it had the exact same wording. The flowers must have looked different and I didn't look close enough. Meek Dew. Dorian. Where's my leaf? Meek. Make do with Meek Dew. That's the end of the day. Let's explore once more. McGillhead? Yeah, let's go to McGillhead. Why did I come here? Oh, okay. Well, fuck you too, game. book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book, where it could never be found. Sunday, day 3. I ran this shop for 3 days. Oh, start of the day, pet the cat. Oh, it's not raining today. Nice. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Crags. Oh shit, it's gonna be a guess one. Hold on, let's this, then pull it back up. So, north of Hawkshead. Hawkshead, north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. Lowick. Hawkshead, east of Lowick. Great if I could remember where Lowick is. There's Crinkle Crags, which it has to be south of Crinkle Crags, so it has to be on this line. So, west of Rustland. Rustland's all the way down here, so it has to be like over in here somewhere. Where is Lowick? Oh, it's right here. Lowick's right here. Rustland's here, so it has to be on this line here. Hey! My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair, with vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm and points. I follow his outstretched fingers, and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Hey, new flowers. I got new plants. They're nice. What is this? Oh yeah, hard knot. Let's go see if we have what we need for. We need clavilium for hard knot, right? Maybe that new thing was clavilium. You got any new plants that look like clavilium? I don't think so. I still say it's this. I'm gonna go try it again. I probably already fucked that up and used that plant, but I'm gonna fucking try it anyway. What's it gonna do? Hurt me? My rising dread has fallen all the way back to the bottom. I'll do it at the end of the day, actually. Let's be smart about it and do it at the end of the day. Oh, sorry, I spooked the cat. Wilbur Miller! Looking for a plant. Lady of... what's it? Something or another. Alright. I'm no green-eyed Dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't all what it used to be. Lady of Summer. The one that's supposed to help with mental decline? Leaves are curled round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, makes it sought-after ornamental plant, aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. I think this one looks pretty. It's smelling dark flower. The leaves are curled around. There we go. Delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower, I think it looks nice. And it matches the picture, it's just the other way around. Decorative plant. Hey, I got her out first try. Spin it. That's probably one of the new ones. Lady of Myrrh. Go put you on a shelf. Go on that shelf, Lady of Summer. There we go. Ding dong. Hey, mailman, David Schaefer. They say art has been killed. Don't a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seems to me the art always looked out for less fortunate. He slowly backs up directly away. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plan up your sleeve that can keep up with what you that should keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Great Gable. Look for the Great Gable. Well, it's cold, so it's right here. After hiking several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I'm still some distance from the summit. I'm freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back. Unless Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued with a draught made from the leaves of the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. Leaves are waxy and tough. Smooth, waxy leaves. In the dead of winter, it produces flowers, so it wouldn't have flowers. It might be that. That's berries. And the commission is right in the cold winter produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Waxy, tough leaves. Yeah, that wouldn't be it. Waxy and tough leaves. I remember reading waxy and tough leaves before. Might be from the maybe pile. Now that one's definitely sandfire. Flat leaves. We're gonna guess this. It was that. Hell yeah. Waxy and tough. I push on, no longer feeling the cold and pleasant. And am present. Rewarded. Not pleasantly, presently. Brimlock. Sunset Mounttrap. Brimlock. Another plant named and added to the shelves. New plant! Fuck off, sir. Hey. Hey. Go away. I want to go back there so fucking bad, because I feel like it's that one. Hydra was shitting me, because it gave me a puzzle that I couldn't do. I don't feel like it would do that this early in the game, you know? And if I need the plant that's behind that puzzle, I'm gonna get fucking locked. I'm gonna get soft locked. I was already forced to do that one. Okay. Hard knot. There it is. Pavilion. According to legend, Pavilion can be used to open any lock. I think it's this, because these leaves match. I was right! Fuck off! I shouldn't have listened to Hydra. It had 3 plants behind it! I was right. Oh fuck, I don't know how to spell cool. How do I lose the M button? Lavilium. Hold on. There we go. 3 fucking plants behind it. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. Look at all the mushrooms! Look at all my new mushrooms, dude! I put them with the mushrooms. Oh, that's a flower. Oh, dude, that one glows, and this one's red. Nice. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. A mushy! Yet another mushies. Dude, today's mushroom day. Pet the cat. Simone, what's up? Elbor, always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. Oh, dude, he'd be fucking dead. We got mega poison. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out information on those plants. Okay, yeah, what's up? I've been burning the midnight oil again and can use some common trouse. I know where to find it. Oh, you want me to go and get it for you? According to the Grayson Herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. Okay, red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have some business in Sedberg in the meantime. Red pike. Here, take this. Common trout. Red pike. Sounds like a... There, yeah, I was right, it was wrong. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather is agreeable. The view majestic. Do not have to look hard to find what I am after. Common trouse. That on this shelf because we haven't confirmed it in the book yet. When we confirm a thing in the book, it has a check mark next to it, and this doesn't. So we have to wait for her to actually confirm it with the thing when she shows up tomorrow. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. You're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway. It doesn't hurt to put on a bit of show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. You got any Shimmerlong? Shimmerlong. It was Shimmerlong. Candlewood. It is... Oh. It is not maybe Shimmerlong. It is Shimmerlong. Know that for certain. Ding dong. Sorry if I'm shouting. I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. Oh, I remember that one. I remember it's bright red, though. Fuck, wasn't it Gandy root? No, Gandy root was for digestive problems. It was something really early. St. John's Poppy? Greatly improved the imbiber's hearing. St. John's Poppy. There you go, bud. Nice callback, though. This was a very quick day. Let me, take a swig before I go. It'd be faster if I left the cap off this fucking bottle, but if I knock it over, I'm gonna spill into my fucking PC, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh, this one's fucked up. Time passed, a year and then another, and the book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. A book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested. What she brooded over when she did her chores. What she pictured when she dreamed. Monday, day 4. I knew I saw that fucking tear before. Oh, it doesn't. Does that line up? Yeah, it lines up. I was fucking right. I knew I saw that before. I was like, that looks really fucking familiar. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. More plants. We have too fucking many. I'm losing track. Oh, I forgot to put the game. Ruben! Box button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood refused to speak to me openly. There we go. Not, yeah, ring the fucking bell. I want a new customer. I'm back. What's up? You missed us solving some really difficult puzzles. Rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body up at the Swinside Stone Circle. Apparently it's a grizzly one. Don't suppose you got anything to keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with grizzly ones. Finish. It'd be on the next page. I've named a bunch of other ones. That's totally mega poison. Don't touch it. What a plant shell. What do you mean too many? I have too many plants. Oh, and fuck you. This was Cavilium. I did have it. It was this fucking plant. I already had it. You were like, oh, you don't have it. It's not the right one. It was this one, and it got me a bunch of cool mushrooms, including this one and this one, I think. I know it got me this one and this one. It had 3 fucking mushrooms behind it, and I was right. Fuck you. Okay, finish. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. I remember hearing long, soft leaves. Oh, it has a sweet scent like this. Soft. Rather pleasant. Long flat leaves. They kind of match. This one maybe. Spring colored flowers, they smell wonderful. These kind of match as well. Leaves are quite soft. I think it's this one. Okay. I think it's this one. Correct. He says after I say all of them. Yep, that was that one. Okay. Finish. Which fig? Finite. That was how it was spelled, right? Yeah. Put this on the, we know what that is, pile. That's the cat. Welcome the mailman. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. You seem to be in a good mood. I want to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just north of Rustland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Grisdale, north of Rustland. Grisdale, Rustland, here. As soon as I step off the road, two members of the sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest and I'm not welcome. I try to show them the sister's letter. They tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. Northeast of Russell. Fuck me. God dang it. Okay, well. Hey! I am afraid. The camphor you gave me helped me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. Yeah, you going crazy. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why. Behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. Oh, oops. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Candlewood or a guerra? What is a guerra? When burned, the incense made from this woody stem enhances psychic ability, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Or we can do candlewood. Another choice. Produces a red flower that provides shielding effects, protecting against all manners of affliction of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. I think this is... Where did it go? Fuck, I saw this. I already used it for something else. No, it's this. This is totally candlewood. So do we help her or hurt her? We could tell her, we could give her candlewood and be like, nah, you shouldn't do that. Or we make her go insane. The guerra, probably that one. What do you think, chat? We make her go insane? Or do we protect her from her visions? A warning that I don't understand. But there's a dark thing behind her. Or we can protect her and have her ignore the warning. Protect her, okay. Then I think we give her candle. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against mines of all manner. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. It says small red berries. On flat leaves. Try and find candle. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Ah, this one. End of thin stem. This one. Candlewood. Might be useful later on. Worryless. Oh, I'd love some worryless. Candlewood. Find. Protect. We know what that is, but we don't have it yet. Okay, yeah. Margaret Elizabeth. You don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. I don't know what her voice. They all end up southern, deep southern, but it doesn't matter. A wonderful breath of life in this town, in this otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one. Not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him a trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Sizerg. We have a small library with some books on plants my grandfather acquired many years ago. Zerg. I'm sure they would be of interest to a horticulturist as a result. I'm an apothecary, but thank you. Scissor Castle, Lord and Lady Elizabeth. Ooh, we got invited to a castle. Let's go today. Right now. I'm greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elizabeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer. She takes me on a tour of the garden. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have time to make a thorough study as I would like. Nevertheless, I'm able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, she cries as I make to leave. She thrusts plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Fever Kiss. Oh, this is Fever Kiss. Fuck, hold on, let me look at Fever Kiss. Red berries. Fever Kiss. Possibly Fever Kiss. So that's totally poison, and that shouldn't be on that shelf. Why was this totally poison? I don't remember why that was totally poison. I think I just picked it out at random and just called it poison. That sounds like something I do. Philip Shaw. Mushroom. Red spores. Moves in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? Yeah, what you're looking for is Wandering Bough. Wandering Boo. Bo. God damn it, brain. Pet the cat. It was sleeping, but I pet it anyway. The cat's great. Helena Scott. They're saying Blackcomb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw a ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what's happened to that poor young man up in Twinside. I've come from some stinking Mount Cap. Mount Cap. Sunset Mount Cap. What the fuck? Oh, is it the stinky one that smells like curdled milk? Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with dome cap that sometimes called stinking Mount Cap as a result of unpleasant odor that smells like curdled milk. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Oh, Sunset Mount Cap. Wrong one. There we go. Stinky Mount Cap. Here we go. Sunset Mount Cap. Inbuck. Oh damn. These days are getting shorter, it feels like. That or I'm just getting better at being a horticulturist. The days are probably getting shorter. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward. Father turned to me to be myself. Not alcohol. Dr. Pepper. He lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east. The Everhart Crows. Tuesday, the 5th. Pull out my drawer. Northeast of Russell. The moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks, holding short elm bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest. By order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Oh, I have 2 knives in front of me. No wonder I couldn't. I was like, why does this one feel different than the one I was playing with? Mellowglow. Among the other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. The Mellowglow is a sharp thorn that protects it from predators. Well, it's one of these. Bet I'm at risk of dying here. Well, this could be it. She never came back for her common trowels. One also has thorns. These are mushrooms. So, which one's leaves? I feel like I'm missing one that has better thorns. Ah, that would be the problem. These have a more hook-like appearance, and these do too. I think this one's Mellowglow. Yep. Mellowglow makes you invisible. Need to start using this shelf. New plant! With the help of Mellowglow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. New plant! Let's pet the cat for the day. And let's see if we can't figure out the hint for the new plant. The clue. He lives alone in the castle north of the abbey. That's a castle. Guess I should find the abbey. Barnside, Backborough. Castle here. Leaston Castle. Where is the abbey? Calder Abbey. So she lives in Egremont Castle. Northwest of the abbey. There we go. Yeah. I missed the water dragon? We haven't touched the water dragon. It's just a map flourish. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everheart grows. 1, 2, 3. dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grow on a low mound. That's like Everheart or Everglow or something. Everheart or Everglow. I want that to be all one word. Or something. Everheart or Everglow or something. Oh, we have so many shells. Okay, so this is like totally poison. I don't know what that is. These are all like questionable. Done with the first page. Nice. Go. At the cat. Hey! We protected your mind. I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. I am now wondering if you have some worry list to keep my over-anxious thoughts at bay. Sure. I think I have that. Worry list. Worry list is an aptly named plant. Handling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Fuck. Fuck. This might be worry less. Put all of our unsures down here. Actually, let's move them even further down. I think this is worry less. It smells wonderful. Yay, it was worry less. Upward. So we know that this is worry less. Give the plants a little bit of breathing room. That's the cat again. Next customer. Simone! Met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west. I think he was. He said he was looking for the winter spring. Winsters. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant that I wanted? Yes, it was common trowse. Common trowse. Made a note. West from Sedberg. Source of the River Windsor. Let's find fucking Sedberg. No. Well, Undermere's here, so she was somewhere. Oh, right? Sedberg. Winster. Spirit. Kent. Loon. Enpen. River Winster. Source of the River Winster. West of Sedberg. Yay, we found it. Done with the first. Okay. Oh shit, there we go. The Hermit's Camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign anyone was here. I call out, but there was no reply. The Hermit is not here. For thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, it discovers in broken pieces wood arranged on the floor. 2 down, 3 right. He was here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. The camp at Windsor Spring has led me to another camp of sorts. I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes. Ho, 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 ho. The man says, "You must take this. Take it." At his insistence, I received the looking glass that he thrust into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ho, ho. It's no use to me anymore. Ho, ho. No use. Don't forget, the red, the red, the red. Oh, Ebony. I'm sure that he's quite mad. Oh, I found a crazy dude in the woods. It's said that the red ebony plant has the properties of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to use an extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Oh shit, dude, I can see magic with this shit? I want to know magic. Red ebony, red ebony, red ebony, red ebony. Motherfucker. What? No, I don't know what red ebony is. You have to be kidding me. I don't know what red ebony is. The only R I have is a... Maybe it's named something else. Maybe it's named something else. Hold on. I want to know magic, damn it. Maybe this? Fuck. Do I seriously not know what red ebony is? Fuck, I don't know what red ebony is. Oh, see you, Summoner. Fuck, I don't know what red ebony is. I want to go to a castle. Let's go to the Kirkhead Tower. Two butterflies dance and flutter, seemingly guiding me towards the steps of an odd little tower. I nosy up to the window. Yeah, nosy up to the window and peer inside. Looks to have been abandoned a long time ago. I knock over for good measure, but only dust remains. Cool. There's nothing there. Who's next? Fucking magic thing that I can't use. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Caballia, like rare huntsman, Rathium covered tomb. Wrong book. Caballia. You don't have to know where Red Avenue is, old man, do you? A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved one. It almost always contains 6 petals. Finding a 7-petal flower is considered to bring good fortune. 6-petaled flowers. That's 5. That's 5. Again 5. That's more. Way more. 6-petaled flowers. Has to be this one. Caballia. Ooh, Eyebright. Maybe Eyebright is... Eyebright sounds like something that maybe would know. Sound like the other thing. The whole do lasting damage, cut a small amount of venom, causes your veins, plant grows more in climate where known to improve eyesight at night. Ding dong. Oh, you're the girl with the jade mask. Reputation is growing, horticulturist. Here you're a person to come to for plants that are hard to acquire. My head feels like it's being torn in two lately. Looking for some hop art. Yo, I don't know what the fuck hop art is. Hop art. Hop art. Inhaling smoke from burning dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Burnt leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. That's hop art. Damn, I actually got that right. I've yet to see what Rising Dread does. Label. Oh, fuck, it was this one. Hop. Art. That's all one word, but I'm not gonna care. Verona! Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in investigations inside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Ha! He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Give it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I bet they'll find something juicy down there. Signs of a ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig. Take it with me. Always comes in useful. Witch fig. Witch fig. A plant that is said to have many uses, including the ease of symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It is similarly used to the fever kiss plant. Often confused with this. I'm knowing my plants. Look at me becoming a horticulturist. Wait, what? Which? Big bug. Could have fun whenever I want. Oh, it's Isidore. Oh, your faces. On my way to the mayor's office to file an official request to have your business license revoked. You will practice your witchcraft on the residents of Undermere no more. No longer. Well, do you have anything to say for yourself? Historian or Hidden Chuck? Both on the second page. What is Hinchuck? Oh, memory loss. Oh, amnesia. I remember reading that one. Historian. What does Historian do? Not be ingested. They are highly poisonous. I can make shitty rash man, like shit ass rash man, go insane. Silver, it's up to you to decide his fate. Do we make shitty ass man who has rashes all over his body and sores insane, or an amnesiac? I allow you to decide. I need a decision. I don't actually think we have Storian. Amnesia. See if you can get paid twice. That's a good point. So we need to find Hinchuck. The fruit of the Hinchuck can have a startling effect on memory, even a small thing. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. Outer layer turns blue-green. Green. That's a blue. Foam turquoise in color, blue-green, okay. And it has fruits on it. Storian. Or Hinchuck. We have found Hinchuck. Hinchuck. And that, end of the day. We need to find the red thingy. Red ebony. Damn it, I already did that one. Didn't I do anything? Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. This game's fucking good. Old man Constillon looks out across the lakes with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the port. Okay. A lake that has a river under it. Constillon! To the fort! Aha, that was really easy. The heavens open up as I reach the fort. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of the water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high. I return home, not empty-handed. 2 new plants. Neat! God damn it, the fucking... first one of the day. Eleanor! The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your turn. Well then. Around here? The air is thick with flying biting insects. An unbearable plague to fight against. I fight against it for a moment before I'm overwhelmed. But I only had some winter blue winter to keep them at bay. Winter boar, also known as blue winter. Yep. After its cool blue-gray flowers. Rubber leaves, an effective insect repellent. Found in extreme cold environments. Fuck, it was the one I found on top of the mountain. Wasn't it this one? Gray blue flowers with an orange center. Gray blue flowers. I think it's this one. Winter boar! Dude, I'm getting to be a very good horticulturist. Blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it's hard to see. At length I come across what I came for and hurry away. A new plant! Ding dong. Bethany, what's up? Thank you for your help with the discretion earlier. Help and discretion. The sisterhood is grateful. But the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded ginger has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea. We took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered the Jacobsworth plan that can help locate people. Yeah. Weird how these plants can, like, give you amnesia and pick locks. And apparently they can now find people that are missing. I clicked the wrong one. No, it's just on this side. Fuck off. Okay, people tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacobsworth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting property. They said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate. They have been used successfully to find many lost wonders out on the fells. Weird leaves, very unusual flowers. Those leaves kind of match. This is the Jacobsworth you're looking for. Ooh, fuck, no it's not. Paperwork doesn't have a check mark next to it, so we don't have it. Oh, is it this one? The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Okay, yeah. I got it mixed up with the background because of how dark the plant was. Solomon's Scepter, nice. But that has something to do with demons. Jacob's Worth. Hunts people down. Always what you want to hear. Can't even run from the plants in this fucking world. I read about a wonderful sounding ornamental plant. But my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. It has curled leaves and a dark blue flower. You mean this? The Lady of Summer? Yeah, that's for like mind problems. Neat, but whatever. Ding dong. Enos Aylward. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. What kind of cult bullshit is this? I represent a cult called the Seeds of Redemption. Jacob Seed, your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sad Gill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring. Cures mental problems, you can get paid twice. Praise the Dendru. Okay, should we join a cult, guys? I don't know what day it is. It's Wednesday, so we got a couple days to decide, but I'm gonna let y'all decide if we join the Dendru cult or not. Verona! I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though, Grizzly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to test a sample of the gilded dendra. You mean Totes Mega Poison? You mean Mega Poison? Yeah, I was right. That is Mega Poison. Ooh, fuck. Mega Poison, don't touch. Gilded dendra. I'm kind of full on cult commitments right now. You don't want to join the cult? Annie would. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a frightened corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal Gintia. Oh, that's one I haven't found yet. I remember getting the thing for it. Royal Gintia, a new R one. Royal Gintia, sometimes called the Everheart. The pink flowers of the Royal Gintia make up 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste made from the sap of the Royal Gintia. Damn, I was wrong about that one. Royal Gintia. This game's fun. This is very simple but good fun. Do we join a cult? I don't want to join a cult. Sadgill Church before Friday. We have another day. We have one more day. Take my mandatory in-between day sip of Dr. Pepper. Check the time. I'll do one day. We'll finish it up next time I stream. Kind of want to get to the middle. I might do another day on top of this just to be even. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book. Her excitement building as she did, she didn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Okay, let's see where this new clue leads us and what new plants we can find. 5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. Okay. The old man is 803, 859. Oh, that's 9. Okay, so this is the second. Oh, this is the second one found. That's 978. This is 902. I'm not seeing another mountain taller than this. But 5 miles south of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting like the call of sirens, nestled in the undergrowth. The shade, the birch tree, the plant grows. What the fuck evil cursed looking shit is that? Cursed thing. We're naming it Cursed Thing, and it's going on the shelves. Pet the cat. Hey, achievement! Cat lover. I was able to strip away the swift snare vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first glance, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet was an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Yeah, I remember. It's not that I don't want to, I just don't have the time to commit. This cult deserves. I think we're gonna join the cult. No, we're not gonna join the cult. Fuck those guys. We don't join cults. Also known, alarmingly, as Hell's Gate. Sometimes Solomon's scorn. The flowers of this plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Smell is alluring. It's this. It's 100% this. Yeah, Solomon's scepter. Told you it was gonna have something to do with demons. Solomon's always fucking associated with demons. What has the mailman brought us today? David? I heard the shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the cliffside stone circle. As they had slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered. It's got them penting down Foxfield way. Kintmere Eye. I descended into a pleasant valley where the village of Kintmere is situated. On my way, I passed Brockstone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other up to scramble up its craggy side. I made a beeline for the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire among the headstones and tombs, but sadly, nothing extraordinary for me to find today. What? I bet it has something to do with this. I know it has something to do with this. Do I still not know what fucking Red Avenue is? What if it's something I already know about? What rat happening is? I'm just reading all of these super quickly. If it's giving me like things that I have to have this thing for, I have to already have the plant. That's Red Avenue, the cursed thing. It was cursed. Going in its own corner. At least now I know what the fuck it is. So we have Kentmere High. Erdophinium grows there. Intimere. Oh. Does this seriously have nothing to do with Kentmere? Tomb of the Hunter. The Great Oak. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would have never thought to come out to this desolate place with such plant life. They quickly yield to sight. That is Elderfinium? And it may not be. It just says that Elderfinium grows there. I don't know if that is actually Elderfinium or not. I haven't looked at this. I know what this is. This is a decoder for smuggling and things. What you do is you'd have a map exactly like this. You put it over like a square of land, and then you'd have like a coded message, like, oh, to the Ankh, or to the Chalice. You go to the dagger, and then move to the dagger, and then, oh, go to the moon, and then move over here. I know exactly what the fuck that is. Don't ask me why I know what that is. Yeah, I have no way of telling what this is. Kentmere Eye. This is Kentmere. The Daughter Stone Circle. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere Eye. All this says is Kentmere Eye. Well, let's go to the Tomb of the Hunter then. Memorial bears the name Swaif Prior. There is a memory. He was one of the Dreyer. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of dangerous addictions. Intolerance to Granthium sap. In childhood, they might benefit from its potent effects. They will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows around the memorial. Granthium sap. Why do I know about that? Granthium. Granthium, a plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale the smoke, burning its long, sharp leaves, elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Granthium as Green Eye, as its name derived from the telltale signs of an overdose where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Alright, what's our next thing for the day? Managed to get this working. I have no clue how to get that working. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm the gilded dendra was used at the Swinso ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations, and it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant that was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this murder and the Sisterhood. Or this other murder and the Sisterhood. Need some mental clarity to think things through. A Maiden Sorrow would help me, but I don't know what Maiden Sorrow is. God dang it, we need Maiden Sorrow. Maiden Sorrow, rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one finger and thumb, is said to help prevent the mind from wandering. Losing focus. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully. The thorns along its stem are thought to lend to its name. So it's pointed downwards and it has thorns. In a different manner than that one. I haven't found it before, so I don't need to look in the confirm section or not. This one. Maiden Sorrow. The Red Avenue. Now it tells me. Fuck you. So, Maiden, Red Avenue, which I can now... This is confirmed, but I'm going to leave it where it was. We're going to go to the Great Oak. Still don't know what to do with Kentmore's eye. I just explained it! I'm such a fucking idiot! Kentmore. Eye. Here. Here? From Kentmore, I followed the bearing of the eye and ended up in a small forest north of Kindell. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. God dang it, I literally explained it on stream, and then didn't remember it. Oh, fucking failure. Where's my watering can? I want to water the Red Avenue. Round it. Go to the great tree. Watering my plants in the rain. And then the great tree should be down here. Fuck, I clicked the wrong one. To the next one. Ruben, my boy. Looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Ronan noticed something at the Swinside site that had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on its back. Can't think of anywhere around here that you can get a slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim the fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Harry stole his wheelbarrow. That's a new one. The petals of the eyebright flower can create an antidote to dangerous miasma. A deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in painful death. Yep, that's over there. Mega poison, don't touch. It has an intoxicating scent, limited to death. Solomon's Scepter. Well, what is Solomon's Scepter? Motherfucker. fucker. Gilded Dinger, there we go. Gilded Dinger, do not drink, blah blah, dangerous miasma, poison so potent you can leave behind. Okay, I thought I might have said something about the vibrate. We need to know. And then the other one was, what was it again? Solomon's Scepter, so let's cross-check with Solomon's Scepter to see what Solomon's Scepter smells like. Also known as Hellgate, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft. Many sweet-smelling flowers. Supposed to smell sweet. Okay, so Eyebright smells sweet. I was looking at Elderfinium. Fuck! Okay, take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they can contain a small amount of venom that cause severe pain for several days. The plant is known to grow south in warmer climates, known to improve eyesight at night. It has thorns. It has thorns. Eyebright. Touch its brightly colored thorns. Yellow thorns, brightly colored. That's Eyebright. I love this. It's so much fun. It's not like difficult, but it's not easy either. It's the perfect balance of just chilling. Okay. Let's make sure not to fuck this up again. The great tree right there. A huge tree stands before me, possibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have ever imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Oh, it was just a big fucking tree. There is, when I was looking down here for whatever it was, that was like down here, I saw this cave. I want to go in the cave. White City Art Cave. Does anyone? Oh fuck! Does it ever stop raining? Whoa! You have green eyes. You are overdosing. Yo, dude, you're older. You're overdosing. You need to calm yourself. He's a drayer. Does it ever stop raining? You have a reputation for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place. Yeah, I got gray sandfire. Why? What does this do again? Fucking drayer guy? I don't remember what the fucking drayer one. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark. They chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it spells unpleasant stomach distress. You need a toothbrush? You drayer? Ember Soul. That's a neat name. This is gray sandfire. I'm gonna do one more day, but before we do, I want to do White Seer Cave. The thing crack runs. Oh, there is actually a thing. It runs down the rock face, widening it as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance. Too heavy to move. Need farmers worry. I heard my phone roll. Really should. Recreational phone. My old phone that no longer has a SIM card, so I can't call it. Fucking sucks. The old one's way better than my new one, but it has a cracked screen. Farmer's Worry, a mushroom. Okay, well, let's go to our mushrooms. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods of time. Let's see if... What? Spongy mushroom. I don't think I have that. Alright, well I don't have farmer's worry. Go to the next day. Got the cat one more time. I've yet to have wandering dread, or increasing dread, or whatever it is. Take a drink. Lowick to Ilhag Head, Foxfield to Crinkle. Oh, it's a fucking cross one. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters. Not knowing where she was going, not caring, eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. The Arda. Or whoever killed the Arda. Maybe. We don't know. Oh, my drawer's closed, so I can't see all my shit. Okay. Lowick to Eaglehead. Lowick right here. To Illighead. Where the fuck is Illighead? And Foxfield to Crinkle Crag. Crinkle Crag's a mountain, so okay. Foxfield. So Illighead. To Lowick. And Foxfield to Crinkle Crag. Right here? How did I come here? Fuck, it's not right there, okay. Okay. Linus? Ignoring our offer was a mistake, Horticulturist. The Gendrew has awoken, and the redemption is upon us. When it arrives, you will not be spared. Okay. I didn't join the cult. Anyway. Damn, I was hoping that would be enough to fill this up. Can I just keep watering the same one? No. Okay, so Foxfield to Crinkle Crag. Up here, down to here. Lowick to Illighead. Here? Yes, okay, there. Magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it's been watching me, but I can tell that it's interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place. Not before collecting the plant. Not before collecting the plant. One for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. Two for joy. Looky there, D&D plants. Oh, it's Mask Lady. My mind clouded, dark. I see it, and it sees me. All of me. The Elder Finium is the answer. It must be. This is probably Elder Finium. Larkshine. Neat name. Label. We know that this is Elder Finium now, and it can go in the pile of known things. Next person. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it just in case. Golden light. Love this shop. Golden light started long meg. Start at long meg. Well, where's long meg? Why can I recognize the fucking edges of the coast, but I can't remember where the fucking places are? God damn it, my land nav is so scuffed. Long Meg. It better not be a fucking cave, dude. Back again? Well, we're almost done for today. I'm doing this final day. We're looking for Long Meg right now. Not seeing Long Meg. Big heads. Corver, Groomhead, Rustler, Glowwick, the old man. Has to be like a. Barfield Peak. Waterstone Circle, Sadgill. Damn it, where the fuck is Long Meg? Y'all see Long Meg? Because I don't see Long Meg. Fucking blind, damn it. Barnes. Meat hop. Long Meg. Y'all happen to know where Long Meg is? That's the Swinside Stone Circle, where all that shit's going down. Long Meg or Golden Light. No, I mean we need Long Meg. Hard Knot, Crinkle Crags, Yale and Red Peak, Great Gable, Beefhill Peak, Dax Rake, Pen Cave, Fairfield Peak, Amberside, Undermere. It has to be like a lake or something that I'm just not seeing. Billington Lake. So I've looked at all these little fucking dots. So that's River Kent, River Spirit, Loon, Lake Undermere, Yearn, Meat Hop. Y'all not see it either? Am I going crazy? I don't know where Long Meg is. Tomb of the Hunter. The Great Oak. I don't know where Long Meg is. I'm guessing since y'all aren't saying anything, y'all can't find it either. Okay. Well, we're gonna give up for now. Man! Help me! The amulet! I can't remove it and it's drawing my life from me! Yeah, you look kinda old now. Long Verkund. There we go. Sometimes called the witch's remedy, the Long Verkund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stems. Flowers have a delicate scent. They have small leaves, but they don't grow in pairs. Well, they kind of do. Yet. I think that might be the only one that could be. Unless it's in one of our maybes. Try this. Yep, it was that. Oh, hey. I can feel it working. Thank you. Yeah, nice. Long Veracund. Or long Megas, though, still. Audrey. Gone. Amos! Good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long I started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. Yeah, you're the guy! Back in town for a few days, though I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away. I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Fuck all of these things. Devil's Nightcap. Trimblehuff. Medicinal Herbology. Black Hall Road. Kindle. Okay, well that's where we're headed next. A Briar's disc also. Oh, it's about to explain this. Smuggler disc, a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. Location of a cache cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable. Prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge. A map. To code a location, you would then place the disc over the same point in this map. Stand by. And note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Yep, I know exactly what that's all about. What is this though? A Gobsforth. A Gosforth? Gosforth. Little symbol on it. 1860. Oh, that's an item. The fuck? Alright, Medicinal Herbology, Black Hall Road, and Kindle. Kindle, Armside, Kindle! I find the Medicinal Herbology shop off Black Hall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi. I have just the thing for copper caldonia. What the fuck is a copper caldonia? Copper caldonium. This plant is a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize it's a curse, not a blessing. This cursed plant? Red spores are often seen growing on it, but are in fact another type of fungus. Yep, it's this. Copper caldonia. I got 3 new plants for that. Whoa. Copper caldonia. you are. Simone! You know where Long Meg is? I have no idea what any of this means. Damn it. But it seems like you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out a nook off the east wing. Baylock's elixir. Made from crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken from drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Gray Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylocks and staring at the blank wall for 12 hours. Well, fuck. But I don't have anything to, like, grind stuff together with. I don't have a tool for that. Let the cat one last time. Friday, we didn't join the quilt. We did not join the cult. Candle is out. Made progress. Lots of progress. Lots and lots of progress. But, you don't know where Long Meg is. Still don't see Long Meg. Fluid, wastewater, Gosforth, River Eye, Girl, Esk, Boodle, Blackcomb. Do not see Long Meg. On this map. I'm probably blind and someone's gonna point it out to me afterwards, but that'll have to be for another time. I don't see Long Meg. It's gonna bother me super bad. We got this weird Gosforth that is a well, I got it in this weird drawer. We can now see magical shit. Yo, this thing's gonna explode. It's got magic. Yo, some of the plants are magic. What? Weird how the one I just coincidentally won over has that sparkle shit coming out of it. Magic plant. Purple. Go this shit be magic. Put that on the I don't know, shelf. Fever Kiss possibly. This down there by that. Oh, okay, I can do it the other way. Or I can put it back into this, fill it up. Wait, what happens if I... No, the meter is still like... Oh, maybe the meter would do something. Meter's just a meter. Right. Oh, that's neat. Oh, fuck. No, wait, I did the right thing. I thought this symbol lined up with this, but it doesn't. Okay, I was smart. Okay. I was like, oh shit, Uncle used to be part of this cult. The archive of bullshit. Alright, we put our tools away. In the day. Final card. A young woman alone in this world. She was taken by the sisterhood, given a home, a chance for redemption, a new start. Saturday, day 9. bay and noble elders stood watching silently. The starry skies. I have no idea how to fucking pick that one. But that is where I'm gonna leave off today. I hope you all had a wonderful time in this secret stream randomly that just popped up in the middle of the night. On my day off.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Thank you, I'm glad. It wasn't really a funny game, just kind of a chill, having a good time, doing puzzles and shit. But thank you everyone for showing up. I hope you all had a wonderful time. And it is time to leave off. Remember the oven. The oven is off today. I did actually forget the oven yet. Didn't turn on. Fell asleep, someone else turned it off. When they realized I was asleep, it was like after I went to bed. They were getting up as I went to bed, so they probably realized it. I didn't get in trouble or anything. It was whatever. Wasn't even very hot. But I hope you all had a wonderful time. And I'll say howdy to you. Gonna see you next. Stream's over. Get the fuck out. Anything else that I'm forgetting? Be thankful that no. Thank you everyone for subbing and coming and swinging by and participating in chat and everything. It means a lot. Thank you for following the channel and everything else. I don't say that a lot, but I do mean it. Thank you. It's a lot of motivation. If you want to see more of my shit, there's a VOD channel on YouTube, and if you want to see more of my recent shit, there's still shit up on Twitch. I leave all the VODs up unless I'm gonna get copyright, and then I'll bring them down real fast. But I typically avoid copyright very well. I haven't got a copyright strike yet. They mute my audio every once in a while, but that's something I don't know how to fucking solve because they don't say anything, they just do it. They're like, oh, well, fucking mute your audio. Why? I don't know how to tell. They won't show me. They just say that they muted the audio at one portion. Don't give me anything to go off of, so who knows what's fucking doing it or not. But no, thank you everyone who subscribes, who watches the videos, who participates in chat, who follows, who moderates. Thank you, my moderators, too. Thank you, just everyone for showing up. It means a lot. Stream's over. Get the fuck out. I'll say howdy to you and see you next. We'll probably continue with this game tomorrow because I'm having a lot of fun with it. And then we will pick up the very serious story game that I have prepared. But until then, I hope you all get some good sleep.